What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Hall Sports Talks. And today I'm coming here with another video. We're going to be discussing if this could be the best 49ers offense since the 2023 season. The 2023 season, the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. That's when we had Brock. He had an MVP level season. Christian McCaffrey was the best offensive player in the NFL. We had Brandon Ayuk, who was an All-Pro. Deebo Samuel, who averaged around 1,000. Average about at 1,000 total yards. We had George Kittle, who had 1,000 receiving yards that year. It was a great year. We had Trent Williams, All Pro. Offensive line was basically the same or worse back then than it is now. So we're just gonna have a little discussion. Now a lot of things need to happen for this to be better than the 2023 offense. But I can see a scenario. Obviously Brock is older now. He's a little bit better. I feel like Brock is reaching his prime. His second year was pretty good, but I don't think he was quite in his prime. I think now he's in those prime years, 26 to 32. I feel like is a prime years, unless if you're like Tom Brady or somebody. But I feel like 26 to maybe even 34. But I'm just gonna say 26 to 32. I feel like is your prime years. Those are 6 years of your prime where you're playing your best ball. You've been in the system for a long time. You know what to do. And I feel like Brock is in that prime right now. So I feel like he's only going to get better. CMC is definitely worse now, which kind of hurts the argument. But we got a better supporting cast around CMC, in my opinion. I feel like Keelan Black has a potential to be better than a Jordan Mason. Jordan James has the ability to be better than Elijah Mitchell. Now, they got to go out there and prove it, which they haven't done that yet. Keelan Black had a good preseason game, but he hasn't proven that he's can be a Jordan Mason type player. But I can see those three. I don't think CMC is going to get the workload like that. I think it's going to be kind of like the 2019 49ers offense where, of course, we're going to have CMC. He's our lead back, kind of like how Mostert was. He's going to be that lead back. But then we're going to have guys like Jordan James, who's like Tevin Coleman. We got Keelan Black, that in this scenario will be Matt Breida. So I think it's going to be kind of like the 2019 49ers offense, but I feel like we just got better weapons with Mike Evans, Deshaun Stribling, and George Kittle when he come back. And George Kittle actually just returned back to practice, so that's going to be huge for this argument. Now, I do think it will take George a few weeks to get back to his normal self because George was a Pro Bowler last year, and he's constantly been an All-Pro, second team All-Pro. So obviously, it's going to take him a little bit of time to get back to that. But I say by week 4 to 5, George Kittle will probably be playing his best ball that he could at the time of the season. So like I said, man, I feel like this does have the potential. A lot depends on Stribling. In that 2023 offense, we had an elite route runner and Brandon Ayuk. I don't see no elite route runners, in my opinion. I see a lot of decent route runners. I see a lot of guys with strong hands. Like I said, I feel like I see a lot more contested catch wide receivers, which is good because that might be more valuable than route running. What's going on, YouTube? So this is Hall Sports Talks here, and I'm continuing this video because it is currently Monday. We just found out the stuff about Jed York. I'm not gonna hop too much into it, but let me know if you guys want a video about that situation after this one. But yeah, back to the video, man. But yeah, when you look at the elements of this offense, I feel like this could be a 2019 type of level of running backs. Now, obviously, CMC is better than anyone we had on that 2019 running back roster. I'll take a CMC over anybody, but the point is we could use 3 running backs like that, hopefully. I know CMC is going to be that main dog. He's going to be the one that gets 16 plus touches a game. But if we can sprinkle in Black, maybe 7 touches, maybe Jordan James 4 or 5. Like instead of getting CMC 25 touches, maybe we can give him 6 catches, 7 carries. And then, maybe Black can get 6 carries, 5 carries. Jordan James 4 carries, 5 carries, and whoever has a hot hand gets more carries. Let's say CMC has 7 carries for 32 yards, which is not bad. That's not crazy bad. But then Keelan Black, we give him 6 carries. In those 6 carries, he has 40 yards. You have to go with Keelan Black and play the hot hand. I think Shanahan kind of realized that he needs to do that this year. In the past, he probably wasn't opposed to it because he had concerns about his running backs being able to block and catch. But Keelan Black can block really good. Like, he has some crazy blocking highlights. And then I've seen clips where he's able to catch. So I feel like Keelan Black is going to give Kyle Shanahan that trust that he hasn't had since Raheem Mostert and Matt Breida, for backup running backs to be able to come in and still produce at the high level in his offense. Stribling, first year I'm not expecting 1K, but all we needed from Stribling is 800 to 900 yards. That's really the perfect spot where we need Stribling to be that guy. 800 to 900 yards, maybe 5 touchdowns. That would be a perfect season for Stribling. To be honest, I'm not expecting him to get 1,000 yards, but 800 to 900 yards is very doable for Stribling, and it would be better than any wide receiver we had last year. Now, when you look at the past, guys that used to lead the team in receiving yards was Brandon Ayuk. He was our X. Last year it was Juwan Jennings, I believe. No, it was actually CMC, but as a receivers, it was Juwan Jennings. So usually the leading receiver is the X position. Now, obviously, Stribling's not the X position. We got Mike Evans playing that spot. But I think when Mike Evans goes down, which is eventually going to happen, knock on wood, I'm hoping he doesn't get hurt, but be real, bro. We have been in training camp for a little minute, and it seemed like Mike Evans tweaked something in his leg or quad every day, almost. That's what it feels like. So we have to prepare for the worst, and I think Stribling could come in, replace him. I'm really confident in this wide receiver core. I don't know why. I feel like we're deeper than last year for sure. And then even that 2023 team, we were very top heavy. When you think about that team, you think about Ayuk, Jennings, and Debo. After that, it's like Chris Conley. Oh, I almost forgot about Chris Conley. He was a playoff legend. He made a couple big playoff plays. But that's it. I mean, those were really the 4. I don't know who else. I don't know. Oh, Ray McLeod. Okay, no, let me chill out. That 2023 wide receiver core did have something, but I'm still taking this one. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? No one is better than Ayuk was in 2023 right now. Nobody. At least it's not proven that they're better than Ayuk. Mike Evans, I feel like he's like a worse version than Ayuk. Less route running, but he's more of like a big body possession receiver, which the Niners need. I mean, he's technically going to replace Juwan Jennings, but I feel like he's way better than Juwan Jennings. So yeah, we got Mike Evans as a wide receiver 1. Okay, then who's our wide receiver 2? Debo that year. I love Debo. Debo's my favorite player of all time as a 49er. But Debo is like a running back more than a wide receiver, if you feel me. Debo never gonna have crazy receiving numbers. And in 2023, Debo had 892 receiving yards. Now, mind you, he did miss 2 games, so that could have affected the stats a little bit. But I can see Stribling easily coming out with 800 to 900 receiving yards as a rookie. And that would basically replace what Deebo Samuel did for that offense in 2024. And then when you look at wide receiver 3, Deebo, he's always more of a total yards guy. He's never going to have a lot of receiving yards, like I said. He's more of a total yards. If you have the rushing plus receiving, I think he'll end around 700, maybe 650, depending on how much they want to use him. Depending if Jordan Watkins gets run, which I'm liking how Jordan Watkins is looking. He's looking pretty promising. But yeah, man, the only thing that's worse that I can say for sure in 2024 is definitely our offensive line. That's the only thing I feel like it's worse. Because when we look at 2024, we had a younger Trent Williams. He was pretty good that year. Trent Williams was elite that year. We had Spencer Burford slash, who's the other guy? John Feliciano. Yeah, we had him. And then we had Jake Brendel, Aaron Banks. I'm taking Pooney over Aaron Banks, but Jake Brendel, he was younger. And then we had Colton McKivitz. So we basically have the same offensive line, but Pooney is better than. Actually, our offensive line might be better, bro. Like, I know our old guys, or our guys got older, but like, if we really look at it, like, the 49ers got Colton McKivitz, Trent Williams, Dominic Pooney, Jake Brendel, and then that left guard spot is really holding us down. But I feel like Jake Brendel's not good no more. Like, that's why I still say that this line is not good, because Jake Brendel and that left guard spot is going to cost us a couple games, I'm telling you. Especially against someone like the Rams and Seahawks, where the Rams have Myles Garrett and potentially Aaron Donald coming back. And then the Seahawks got Leonard Williams and Byron Young, bro. And DeMarcus Lawrence, bro. I keep forgetting people. Like, it's about to get scary, boys. It's finna get scary on the offensive line. Y'all hope we can keep Brock upright. That's my only concern. But comment down below how you think the 49ers offense would do in the 2026-2027 season. And it's your boy Hall Sports Talks. Catch y'all boys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.